Hello and welcome. As you can tell by the title, I'm the obsessed movie man, O.M.M, yada yada yada. I would start off this review singing, but Lord knows I can't sing. Alright, I've been holding off on this one for some time because I've had a lot to think about. Les Miserables. Horrible pronunciation, so I'll just go with Les Mis. I saw it Christmas Day and I have a funny story to tell, so I'll get to that in a minute. Um, this was a good movie. It was good. I was thinking it has a chance at redefining all those musical films that have come out in the past. Like I was thinking this is gonna be make up for Phantom of the Opera, and it does, and it doesn't. So okay. Luckily, I've seen the play Les Mis, even though I literally couldn't see the play. What I mean is I was like way up high, so I literally couldn't see the actors. But I know the story. Um, to just give you a taste of what the story is about, it's about Jean Valjean, a is imprisoned because he stole a loaf of bread that he was going to give to I think his sister's child, and he's there for um more than 5 years for stealing the loaf of bread, and I forgot how many. I think he was like nine. It was 19 years. Yeah, 19 years he was in prison. He's finally released, but he's no one accepts him because he's a criminal, except this priest who takes pity on him and lets him spend the night there. While he's in the church, Jean Valjean takes advantage of the priest's hospitality and steals from him. And he's caught, brought back to the priest, but the priest covers for him and says, "No, no, no, I gave him all this stuff. Just let him go." And he tells Jean Valjean that he needs to change his ways. And thus Jean Valjean proclaims that he's going to be a new man, and he tears up his parole sheet, which he's supposed to show to everyone for the rest of his life. And he runs away, starts his new life, breaks his parole, and that gets this obsessive police inspector, Officer Javert, to follow him. And that's the prologue. And the rest is basically Jean Valjean meeting with Javert now and then, having to do good deeds, and we casually meet all these new characters. We go from Fantine, the prostitute, the mother trying to raise her child, but by becoming a prostitute. Then we move to Gazette. Then we move to not the French Revolutionary War, and it goes on. So, okay, if you're watching this, you probably already know the story of Les Mis. If you don't, you probably might get lost at what I'm gonna say. Um, I've always been. I used to be. I always wonder when they make adaptations why they don't make things 100% 100% true to the source material. And this film gave me the reason why. There's this is literally the whole musical. And if anyone who knows Les Mis, everything is sung. There's no dialogue. It's just singing. And it works well when it's a play. You can, like when we skip forward in time in the future, we can understand that we don't really need to develop many things. But when it's in a film, you kind of question like, how did Cosette grow up with Jean Valjean? What was the relationship like? We don't see the romance between Marius and Cosette develop properly. In a play, I can buy it because I don't know. It's more pretty. It's more believable. I don't know. That's. But when it's in a play, I think that there needs to be extra scenes of. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm gonna give Phantom of the Opera some credit. They actually created moments of dialogue. Like I remember specifically, um, more dialogue with Madame Jury and Raoul talking about the Phantom and who he was, and I was impressed with that. Here it was just exactly the same as the play. and I think they should have added more scenes of dialogue, more development of character. Like some of the blocking. I'm gonna get into the singing now, and but by the way, I'm no expert on singing. I've been in the theater, but I'm not necessarily. I'm a bass, but I'm not a good singer, so I can't necessarily tell who's a good singer in this and who's not. So I'm just going off of like probably public perception of what singing is. But anyway, the blocking I thought for some scenes with singing was really good. The example would be Empty Chairs, which is Marius singing about all his spoiler when all his friends have died in a French Revolutionary War. That was really good. I like that. But the song when Jean Valjean is talking about, I forgot which song this was, about changing his ways. He's just in like a church and he's going back and forth, back and forth. I thought that was pretty lame and boring. The blocking about when Javert is talking about how he's on the right path. He's like walking on the edge of a wall. That's good. Now the singing. It's I know they're not professional singers, but I think they were okay. I was okay with what I was listening to. Hugh Jackman, I thought did a good job, and Hathaway. Okay, here's where I'm coming from when it comes to singing. As long as you can act and try to sing, you're fine. Like I know that Hugh Jackman's trying to sing. I know Anne Hathaway's trying to sing, but what gives them the advantage is that they're acting while singing. Like case in point, watch um oh shoot, come on. um I Dreamed the Dream, the Anne Hathaway. Watch that. You can buy it. You can the acting sells it more than the singing does. It's all in the trailers, but just watch that. It's incredible, and I will be happy if Anne Hathaway gets an award for maybe Best Supporting Actress. I would be happy. Um, People I was looking for, the person I was looking forward to see most was Helena Bonham Carter. To be honest, I love Helen and whatever she does. She's just so much fun to watch and film. Great job. Sacha Baron Cohen. I don't say again. I'm not saying he can sing, but I was surprised to see Sacha Baron Cohen sing, and I thought that was the perfect choice for him. I mean, the perfect casting decision. Him to play Thenardier. Samantha Barks is in this movie, the one who plays Eponine, and she was in. I think she was in one of the original. In one of the productions of Les Mis. And also, Colm Wilkinson, the original Jean Valjean, is in this. He plays the priest that talks to Hugh Jackman, which I thought was a very clever cameo. Okay. Oh, and Amanda Seyfried as Cosette. Again, good job. But in film form, I think Cosette still needs more development, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about singing. Anyway, Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe kills this. Like, Gerard Butler was more faithful to the Phantom than Russell Crowe was to Javert in a way. If you think I'm monotone, and I'm pretty monotone, watch Russell Crowe in this movie. He is just. He acts like he does not give a crap that he's in this movie. Like, I've seen 3 Javerts, and they've all right down. They put so much passion into the character. They personified who Javert is perfectly. How obsessed he is, how driven he is to catch Jean Valjean, and Russell Crowe is just like, Valjean, at last we see each other plain. Monsieur le Maire, you wear a different chain. Oh my God, he was so boring. Javert was always the person I was most interested in the play, and he was so much like I'm trying to think of people who you could get off the top of my head who'd probably play a better Javert. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna waste my time thinking about that. I should have had that thought out well. Um, overall, I liked some of the art direction. Like I like the barricade. Well, the last shot of the barricade, the official barricade was really I thought the stage did a better job with that. And okay, I have to give the movie credit for how they worked on the music. Like the actors had earpieces that connected so they could hear the music, and they would play. They could hear the piano playing, and they'd be performing live in front of the camera. That was a good touch. All right, that's basically all I have to say with about Les Mis. But I might as well tell my story. I went to see it Christmas Day, and it was an 11 o'clock showing. And at 11 o'clock, the projector is dead. So I'm waiting there for an hour for it to work. And the movie finally starts, and we were promised we would be able to get free food and stuff like that. So maybe it's a ploy for us to buy more food. But anyway, um, movie starts. About an hour and a half goes by, and we finally get to Eponine's scene on my own, and all of a sudden the audio is dead. You still see the movie's still playing. The audio's dead, and it's replaced with "Welcome to Regal Entertainment" or "First Look," and I'm like, no, no. And sure enough, the lights come back on. Then the movie continues, and I missed my two favorite songs, "On My Own" and "One Day More." "One Day More" I was especially looking forward to, and was so disappointed in. We were promised refunds, and that was fun. That was that was actually kind of a fun movie experience, to be honest. I'm glad I have something that I could talk about. But would I go back to see Les Mis? Probably not. It's a long play. It's a long movie. It felt longer than The Hobbit, which is weird because The Hobbit is longer. So Les Mis, 4.5 stars out of 5. I give it three, probably 3 stars out of 5. It was okay. It's better than Phantom, but mm, just barely. All right. Until then, this is O.M.M. signing out.